So let's talk next about happiness. You want to talk about happiness?
Okay. Sounds like it's not happy.
It's not happy. Not very happy at all, actually. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it. There's another male actor who is very... I mean, he's... It's a different performance from Philip Seymour. But if you're going to be impressed... I think it's easiest to be impressed by this guy whose name I'm blanking on. I wrote it in my review. I'm assuming you're looking it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you find it. He plays, and again, we have to use flowery language. He plays a serial PDF file who happens to be a therapist. He's actually Philip Seymour Hoffman's therapist. I'll go into the details of the actual crimes that he commits. Philip Seymour Hoffman, on the other hand, is... I don't even know what you would call this. I'll just explain it. Maybe you know a word for this. But he will call women and, like, I don't know, like, say he'll sexually harass them over the phone, essentially.
Okay.
As a means of... That's his...
Thing.
Yeah. And then you have two sisters... Excuse me. One of them...
Is it an Oriental film?
Huh?
Is it, like, have Oriental people in it?
No. All whites. Oh, and you want to know a funny joke that I said? I said, wow, Seinfeld the movie went bleak. Because they all look like New York Jews. No offense to the Jews, but...
Jesus Christ. Are you talking about John Lovitz?
He's in a small
Dylan
part.
Baker, I think that's who you're talking about.
Dylan Baker is the man. He crushes. This is such a... You're putting your nuts on the line in a movie like this. Because he's playing a father...
You should write greeting cards. Good at coming up with analogies. Go ahead.
He plays a father who molests his son's friends.
Okay.
Which is
not good.
Strange. The funny thing about this movie is it is a comedy, and Philip Seymour Hoffman is actually... There are some legitimate laugh out loud moments. Or like...
I will definitely watch that movie. I mean, I literally despise anything about sexual child abuse.
Yeah.
And obviously you do too, and I'm sure most people obviously do as well, but certain things
you don't see anything. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, it's happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie Trick or Treat?
Yeah.
That guy was in it.
He was in other things that
He's probably been in it. He's a character actor.
Yeah, there's another movie. I was actually looking at his profile. I'm not familiar enough with the name just because he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
You know.
Ben Gazzara's in it.
Yeah, he plays the dad of the three sisters. His kind of journey, it's one of those ensemble casts, like multifaceted stories. The best example I can think of, I don't think you've seen, but is Magnolia. Where it's like you have, everyone has their own storyline. You know?
Yeah, I know you mean.
And Gazzara basically is separating with his wife, but he's,
I didn't know he was still alive.
Well, that was like the late 90s when that came out, so.
This movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, because Philip Seymour Hoffman passed away.
Well, I know it didn't happen yesterday, but it could have been 3-year-old.
True. He's kind of struggling with, like, I think he's just afraid to die. Like, that's the point in life that he's at, you know. He wants to, like, live because he's also afraid to die.
I get that.
Which I think is just something, you know, like when you are a grandparent or whatever, you can start to resonate with.
Right.
The one sister, she's a hopeless romantic. She breaks up with John Lovitz at the beginning. It's a great scene to start the movie because it sets the tone.
Yeah.
And just like always dating losers.
Okay.
And it's her sisters think she's a loser too. Like the one of them like is like, you know, you're in a good place. I feel like it's okay to tell you, like, me and Mom always thought you were gonna just be a loser. Like, we thought career-wise you were just gonna be bad and never find anyone, but because she still thinks she's dating John Lovitz, where she had broken up with him the night before, and she didn't tell her yet. And the one girl, she is like she's an author, she's very attractive, a lot of male suitors, you know, like that's her archetype. It's like everyone thinks she's attractive, and she has like insecurities about her writing because it's all made up. You know, she's not writing anything from experience. So she feels like she wants to experience, because she'll write shit like about being assaulted in the romantic or anti-romantic manner, rather.
Right.
And she's like, I need to actually be
Assaulted and anti-romantic.
For me to be able to write about this shit.
Well, some writers are like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they
you feel inauthentic, and
well, that might be it, but I
confidence.
think they just, because they deal with these types of things in their writing, they just feel the need to experience it.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, like, they want to become, like, experts to be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Chuck Palahniuk, he'll research and want to discuss specific things if he's writing about something, you know?
Yeah.
That I worded it really wrong, but, like, he was on Joe Rogan's podcast and he was asking about specific audio equipment for whatever he was writing.
Okay.
Because he's one of those authors.
Okay, I got you.
He likes to use specific models. You know, like it was the XS or the X60 series microphone. You know what I mean? Like, well, you know.
And it'd be accurate.
Yeah. And Philip Seymour Hoffman calls her and does his bit, and she's like, she star 67's him, calls back. It was like, I want to meet you. And he's like, what the fuck? Like this.
Oh, Philip's the guy who does that.
Yeah, he's the caller, the you know, the whatever. And he's like petrified because he's had a crush on this girl because they live in the same apartment complex.
Yeah.
And this is a slight spoiler, but they eventually meet and they just sit silently and she's like, this isn't going to work. Which is just, it's so funny. And then at the very, very end, the loser, hopeless romantic chick is the good looking sister is trying to hook up Philip Seymour Hoffman with the hopeless chick at the very end.
Okay.
And that's what we're like left with that. It's just kind of like a funny punchline. But yeah, the stuff the dealing with Philip Seymour Hoffman is funny. Some of it.
Yeah.
The stuff dealing with that actor that you looked up was the disturbing part. Because he has a dream where he mass eliminates people in a park in his dream. Like he's a school
monitor?
Shusher. He's a school shusher. He shushes a lot of people, but at a park as an adult. A mass shusher. He shushed all these people in his dream.
I know, you keep saying I understand. I'm not grotesquely stupid.
But what's funny is he's a psychiatrist and he also goes to a psychiatrist and he's telling him about that dream and he's like, well, what was better about it this time? And he's like, I didn't shush myself at the end. Okay. So apparently he does that and then he shushes himself.
Okay.
One thing that I do think is accurate about this, and no offense to any potential psychiatrists who are listening to this, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys.
I assumed half our audience was that.
You do have to be a little bit nuts to effectively help people. Kind of like the author thing. It's like if you don't have a mental illness and you're trying to treat with people, it is a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Because you could just be like, try being more happy.
I don't think that's true.
I would, dude, you'd be
Cheer
surprised.
up.
If you have one, ask them. Like, have you ever experienced any type of mental illness? A lot of them get into it because they...
I have that, yeah. I don't know if they'd have disclosed that. Maybe, I don't know. Because
I think if they want to, they can.
I think they can, yeah.
If they'd want to, I don't know.
Right.
Because some people might see it as a hindrance to their credibility, and other people might look at it opposite.
Right. Okay, next movie. So I can make fun of it.
Oh,
And then at the end, we're going to like freestyle rap.
Let me just, Bridge was a 3. Could maybe give it a 3.5, but I went on a 3.
See, that's a big jump, though. You can't say, that's like saying it's a 1.5 or a 4.
Yeah.
It could be a 3.2.
I get very bored. No, I can't. Because
You
it's
have to.
Letterbox. That's not how it works. I work in, I'm a Sith Lord. So I
wouldn't know. No.
Speak in definites. Or wait, no, is it only the Jedi speak in definitive? What's the quote?
I thought there was the mentally challenged race that got blown up.
That's racist, bro.
It's not racist.
You just called them a mentally challenged race.
I'm saying...
What do you have against Down syndrome people?
I never said that, what you just said.
Are you calling
people
them
are
subhuman?
mentally challenged?
Are you saying because they are chromosome...
Keep going. No, you just... No.
Because they have a chromosome surplus, they're not human? Is that what you said? Just say, on the record.
Just so the audience knows, I'm sitting here
record,
with that look on my face like...
You're writing stuff down right now. You're agreeing, but you said say this on the mic.
All right, keep going, because you were...
Anywho.
Messed it up again.
I think I gave Happiness a 4. I will double check. Because, like you said, that is a big difference. Yeah, go ahead.
But that's not... You can't do that.
I did give it a 4.